What's up, y'all? Billy from Perma Pastures Farm. This is yet another important video for all of you people out there that have left the city or left wherever you were. You bought a piece of property and you're trying to hack it out of the wilderness. And then let's pretend for a moment, because I know there's a number of you, I read everything. There's a number of you that have basically bought a piece of ground that was lousy, mostly because you could afford it. So you're in a position of where you have thorns, thistles, briars, overgrown trees like what you see here, a lot of trees that need to come down, vines, multiflora rose, this crazy grass that grows up that nothing wants to eat. You're in that position, I get it. And you're like, well, where do I start? What do I do? Well, if I had the money right off the bat, I could have terraformed everything. Okay, is that the way we want to go about it? Or I could look at what I'm presented with and ask myself, okay, do I have a multiflora rose problem or do I have a lack of sheep problem? You dig? So it's just a matter of refocusing where my focus is. Okay, so just to give you an example, this is an area in recovery. And when we first got here, you can see blue sky up there right now. You could not see that a couple of years ago. So how do we go about it? Well, first of all, we run our animals through. We ran pigs through first, and they just basically bulldozed everything, which was a good thing. And then right as some of these tough grasses come back, we ran our sheep. Now, in the meantime, what we did, you can see right here by my feet, and we got some right over here, we got comfrey actually planted in those places that are in recovery. Now, follow me up here for a minute, and we're going to get a better understanding of what exactly the problem was. Now, if you go up here, if you could focus in a little bit, there's vines, there's thorns, there's thistles, and then right there, some of that silver grass, which only comes up. When I see that, I already know, A, the ground is highly bacterial, okay? Not a good thing for a forest system, which wants to be fungal, so that's a problem. Okay, also I see thorns, I see thistles. Immediately when I see that, you've never seen thorns and thistles grow out of a compost pile, have you? So that tells me right off, okay, I got a problem. What are the solutions? Well, that's exactly what we're going to talk about. And some of the solutions are over there right now working it out. Let's go take a look at it. All right, once again, y'all, if you look at all that little brown stuff in the distance there, that's all Chinese silvergrass. And it basically has a pocket where it's growing. Like I said, it doesn't do well in shade. It likes a highly bacterial environment, and it likes compaction, okay? So, what are my solutions? Well, you're looking at them right now. Here's one of them. This is Walter. That's Spoticus over there. Got him from Ben and Denise, and we got a whole gang of sheep back in here doing their thing. Here's how we're working on it. Like I said, we ran the pigs through first just so we could even have access. That's how bad it was. Even though it looks still messed up right now to your view, you're comparing my middle with what was my beginning. So basically, this is not the way it's going to stay. So how have we been getting a hold of it? Basically, running our animals through. Like I said, the pigs went first, knocked down the big stuff. As soon as some of this nasty silvergrass, like what I got right here, started coming back, when it's little like this, these guys will actually eat it. But you got to know at least the life cycle of what you're dealing with, because like a lot of thorny stuff, they have a long growth cycle. So if you can have your animals on top of it without trampling the ground too much, they will do all the work for you. They'll put it in their belly, get fattened up a little bit when it's in a young stage. But then there's also the other issues. We got other things coming up that we don't necessarily want. So how do we do it? Right now is that time of year. This is why I'm doing this video right now, because this fall where the leaves are coming down, where you can actually see what's going on out there, this is a great time to get ahead of all your problem pastures or your silver pasture like what I'm standing in right now. This is a great time to do it because look, I can actually see everything. So I'm going to go here, let these guys and gals do their thing, and then I'm going to move them on. Now, you could go ahead and seed if you wanted to, or in some of these bare spots, you can do you can see one of them down there right now. They're eating hay. Okay, I didn't get that hay from my property. I'm basically taking somebody else's fertility. It wasn't sprayed, it wasn't any of those things. That's why we bought hay. I have more than enough grass banked and stockpiled for the winter, but I'm using these guys as a tool to be able to eat what they want, And of course, they're going to eat whatever green's in there. There's not a whole lot in this paddock right now, but they're going to eat what they want. They're going to trample it in. And guess what? It's adding more carbon to the soil, which is going to make it a little bit more fungal, along with some of the other things that we're doing. We're doing compost extracts that are highly fungal, the whole 9 yards, to make that transformation. Let's go over here and take a closer look at what I'm talking about. Okay, so this area is working on recovery. I'm gonna have Michelle kind of position her way up here. Over here, vines. I'm gonna make sure I don't get Kentucky fried here. Vines, thorns, thistles, silvergrass out the wazoo, okay? Same exact thing existed over here. Now, see the comparison? I'm not dogging these guys or anything, they just haven't managed it. But what I'm saying over here with management, this is far more improved. Now the silvergrass is taking a foothold right now, and it's about to go away. Because the more highly fungal I make this environment, the more it doesn't want to be here. And we have example after example after example of how that happens. Isn't that right, Walter? Anyway, that's Michelle's little bottle baby, probably 5-6 years old right now. And yeah, basically he's our Judas sheep. But he's a really good boy. But the point being in all of this is that we're using our animals to create the succession, because I don't have the money, and most people that I know don't, to basically just go through bulldoze. And that wouldn't even solve the problem anyway, because the problem happened because of lack of management. That's why so many of these trees were dead and dying, and we've been knocking them down. Poor management. So you don't just put your animals out there and leave them, otherwise they're only going to metastasize the problem. So today is going to be their last day in this paddock, and then ultimately they're going to work their way up this mountain. You can even see the new fence that's up there right now. So believe it or not, y'all, this is light years more improved than what it was. And it's going to get better. You just got to be patient. You got to take your time and think, okay, am I leaving them there too long? Am I doing enough? There's so many people out there right now. Like I said, I read all the letters that come in that are saying, good night, man, I got this property, I don't know where to start. Well, first of all, start at zone 0, your home, or what you're going to call your home. And then in concentric rings, work your way out. And then use your animals as tools to make that happen. That's why I love sheep so much in this environment, because there aren't too many cows that can work slopes like this. But these guys can. These basically they're turning into mountain sheep. They can graze that. They can work that. So you bring the right dog to the hunt also. All right, y'all, there's a lot more to do, and don't be discouraged. I mean, you can absolutely positively do this. I know we have record numbers getting into this space, and record numbers are wondering, good night, man, I don't know where to start. Just start with the basic things. That's how I did it. That's how everybody I know, that's how they've done it, and you can do it too. All right, check us out at the website. If you need anything from us, y'all, look at the description box down below. Until next time, this is Billy from Perma Pastures Farm. Well, permaculture is my passion. Boy, I love it here. We'll see y'all next time.